The best middle linebackers by price in Madden 24. We are back here going through another position group, ranking them by the best by price. And in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at middle linebacker. Now, we always start off with some free options, and I'm going to be going over 3 in total today. And really, like, one is clear cut above the rest. Potentially, though, you could get Kaden Elliss for free. In the same way we talked about Isaiah Likely and also Javonte Williams, you could get this card for free by leveling up your headliner field pass, and he is in the choice pack. Now, Kaden Elliss right here coming in at a 79 overall. These stats, not really too good. 76 speed, 68 zone. He's a 79 overall, though. What he would look like, though, at an 85 is potentially 83 speed, 87 acceleration, not really too bad, 76 block shedding, and also gets up to 74 zone coverage. Really not too great. The reason why I would say to avoid him, it's not bad if you already did choose him, but Isaiah Likely, Javonte Williams, Elijah Vera-Tucker, Reed Blankenship, Kobe Durant, all better than this card. I think out of the bunch, he's probably the worst one. And like I said, man, I would just completely avoid this card. Now, there are 2 other free options that I think are great. If you were able to do Dorian Williams rookie premiere last year, he is a great free card. 82 speed, 80 play rec. He has that 6'1" height, also 81 zone coverage. Really, like, he is better than a lot of the linebackers we are going to cover today. Doesn't have like the top end physical stats, but I like that 80 zone coverage. I like his height, and I just think for a free card, he's really good. And also, he can get some abilities, not anything too great in my opinion. Stonewall is fine, but yeah, I like him over Kaden Elliss. And finally, the best free card that you could have got at a middle linebacker spot, Chuck Howley right here, the pre-order one. I think looking back now, he's probably the best Hall of Fame pre-order card you could have chose. Maybe DeMarcus Ware is still up there, but he's 6'2", so has some good height, 82 speed, this time 82 zone coverage, 78 block shed. He is actually pretty similar to Dorian Williams. I think if you have both of them at your middle linebacker spot for free, you don't really need to upgrade them. I think they're both perfectly fine. And now that right there is going to bring us to our first budget, 1 coin to 10K. And I have someone that I really like in this price range, and that is going to be headliner Troy Anderson. Love Troy Anderson's cards, man. He got a slight little upgrade from, I believe, his like 70 something before, but he now comes in at a 77. And the reason why I like the cards, he has top end physical stats for a middle linebacker at this 77 overall, and I think he's good value, right? He's also 6'4", 83 speed, 85 acceleration, really great user. Now, he does not offer you anything from a zone coverage standpoint or really a block shed. He is just tall and he is pretty fast for his overall and also his position group. Now, could you potentially get someone with maybe a little bit more play rec, maybe a little bit more man, maybe a little bit more zone? Yes, but I just think the physical stats are the most important thing, and I think he could play better than his overall for you. And right after that, we got kind of like an absurd price range. So from 10K to 100K, I think this card right here is the best middle linebacker. That's going to be Jermaine Pratt. Yeah, kind of crazy. 81 overall Jermaine Pratt. I think he's just as good, if not better, than every card you could get from 10K to 100K. Now, when we take a look at the card, okay, he has a lot of things going for him. 6'2", pretty good height, 82 speed, 85 acceleration. Love that speed and acceleration combo. The thing is 75 zone coverage. And pretty much every single linebacker in this tier, they weren't hitting 80 anyway. So he was tied for like fastest with good excel, and also he had the same zone coverage as them. I think there's really no reason to upgrade from Jermaine Pratt until we go like above 100K. Now, we can also take a look at his man coverage rating real quick, and he has 64 man, obviously not great in a man coverage scheme, but I like the 82 speed, I like the 85 acceleration, and the 75 zone. I just think it's the best value. Like, out of all the linebackers we covered today, besides probably the free ones, I think he is the best value pick in this video. And now from 100K to 110K, there's someone that I think is just like slightly better, and that person is gonna go ahead and be Aziz Al-Shaair. Now, he is going for around 80K. Prices have been fluctuating all day today, so it's really like, I guess, 10K to 80K. But honestly, I could see the argument that Jermaine Pratt is better than this card. So let's take a look at Aziz Al-Shaair real quick. 83 speed, 85 acceleration. So he's a speed point faster, but he also doesn't hit that 75 tier for zone coverage. He's a little bit better as a user because, again, just one speed. Also, Jermaine Pratt hits that 75 zone. So I could see you saying, you know what, I'm just going to stay with Jermaine Pratt. Again, I don't think this is a big time upgrade going from Jermaine Pratt to Aziz Al-Shaair. I just think it is a slight upgrade. So I did want to include him on the video. And also, if we take a look at his man coverage rating real quick, it's 60. So it's not like he has crazy good man coverage either. I could see you going either way between him or Jermaine Pratt. He just had a little bit better physical physical stats, so I wanted to include Aziz Al-Shaair on this list. Now, after Aziz Al-Shaair, we do get someone that I think is a lot better, and from 80K to probably like 150, right around there, I think he's the best. But once we hit that 150 range, I really like Nakobe Dean right here. So Nakobe Dean, 83 speed, 83 acceleration, and hits 80 zone coverage. He is a top end linebacker in the game. You don't really like, the reason we are going to be upgrading from him to our next card is a very slight reason, and even from our next card to like the no max and also like top end linebacker in the game is for very slight reasons that might not be a good reason for you, and that might not make sense right now, but I promise it will. 83 speed, 83 acceleration, 81 zone coverage, love those stats. Also 83 play rec, 5'11", 231 as well. He is a little bit undersized, but I like that speed. I like that excel. And also, if we take a look at his man coverage rating right here, 68. Almost every linebacker we're going to cover, not going to have good man ratings. Really, if you want to run linebackers, you should be running a zone-based defense. I think Nakobe Dean is one of the top end middle linebackers in the game. Around 150K to 200K, I'm going to say Nakobe Dean. And once you get enough for Fred Warner, again, I think this is a very slight upgrade, but I think Fred Warner is, like I said, slightly better. So when we take a look at Fred Warner, right? 6'3", so he also has the height on him too, so maybe it's not really that much of a slight upgrade, but he's 83 speed, 86 acceleration, so also has a little bit more acceleration, hits the same tier of zone coverage, so he's a little bit better from a physical stat standpoint and a little bit taller. And also, if we take a look at his man coverage rating right here, he has 71 man. I know it's not like 80, which we would like to see, but hitting that 70 tier man coverage, not really a lot of middle linebackers are doing it. Still though, not trying to hype it up, I know it isn't great, but Fred Warner also a really great user as well. And for 200K, I think he is your best bet. And the whole reason we're upgrading from Fred Warner really has nothing to do with like stats. It's to do with abilities. When you get like 20K more, 30K more, Junior Seau and Bobby Wagner are both like slight upgrades. And again, it's not really to do from a stat standpoint. I'll show both of them real quick and I'll tell you who I think is better. But Junior Seau right here, 85 speed, that is phenomenal. 70 zone coverage, not really great. 90 block shed though is nice. 6'3", 255, also 83 acceleration. And it's not like he offers you really much as a pass rusher or anything, like 77 finesse moves, 74 power moves. I just don't like the coverage stats on him, but he has great physical stats. Also though, the thing that's big on him, now the catalog does show you abilities they can't get, but what he for sure can, okay, he can get pick artist, which is really, really nice. Also, he can get this lurker ability. So linebackers still don't jump as high as safeties, but lurker can go ahead and help that. And given the fact that we don't really have great abilities on defense right now, lurker, I don't mind you running linebacker lurkers. And that's really the reason he's above Fred Warner for me. Like if we're just going straight like stats compared to stats and you're not running abilities on Junior Seau, give me Fred Warner, because I think that 80 zone coverage is a little bit more valuable than like +2 speed. But the person that I think is a clear upgrade from Fred Warner, just again, like what, 30 more K right now, got to be Bobby Wagner. He has 85 speed, 83 acceleration, this time 80 zone coverage, really, really nice. 90 block shed, 6 foot height, and he's one of the better middle linebackers in the game. He's not the best, but he is really, really good. And from an ability standpoint, once again, he can go ahead and potentially get the pick artist ability, but he can also get that lurker ability that I literally just talked about with Junior Seau. Now, the last card we're going to cover right here is the no budget card. And for no budget, Manti Te'o is amazing. Game changing for a linebacker. He's 6'1", and for some reason, I thought he was like maybe like 5'10". I'll be honest, I thought he was at least undersized. 86 speed, 88 acceleration, top end physical stats that we covered, 90 zone coverage. That is such a huge jump from what we've covered. No one even comes close to him. Like when I do my middle linebacker tier list, he is going to be the only one in S tier. This is an like absurdly good card, man. And I think he's actually a really good piece on defense. Like I can see the reason you would run this over a safety at linebacker. I think he is that good. But yeah, y'all, this has been me ranking the best middle linebackers by price in Madden 24 Ultimate Team. I hope y'all did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to stay up to date with the best cards in Madden 24. Now, if you guys want to see me use some of these cards live, check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow. We have been grinding the streams over there, so I greatly appreciate that. Now, if you do not feel like heading over to Twitch and you want another video to watch, check this one out right here. I rank the best corners by price in Madden 24.